guys, thanks so much for watching today. I'm so excited you clicked on this video. Welcome back to the channel. In case you're new here, my name is Diella, and in today's video I'm going to be talking all about how you can glow up in the next year. I know glow ups can come in lots of different ways, but today specifically we're talking about spiritual glow ups. The new year is a popular time for people to start new goals, whether that be fitness goals, learning a new language, learning a new skill of some sort, and a lot of times people also want to glow up. I feel like the most important and the best kind of glow up is inward. It's a spiritual glow up. It's how you are pursuing your relationship with God and how you are loving other people because of the way He's loved you. Now, you don't only have to start this glow up at the start of a calendar new year. You can start this at the start of a new school year, at the start of a new season, or on a random Wednesday. It really doesn't matter. As long as you are prioritizing your relationship with God, that's all that matters. So without further ado, let's get started and get talking about the few ways you can glow up in your spiritual journey. Alright, so the first thing you can do on your spiritual glow up is to remove something. Just pick something. We all have vices, we all have things that we do that we know that we shouldn't, but just pick something. Let's say you spend way too much time scrolling on your phone in the morning. That can be the thing that you pick. Or let's say you have a tendency of watching movies or other things that are a little bit too graphic, violent, sexual, nudity, whatever it may be. Maybe you can pick to eliminate watching those types of movies or TV shows or whatever. Just pick something that you're going to eliminate, or in other words, fast from. The beginning of the year is a really popular time for people to do social media fasts. I've done one in the past before. I'm kind of currently doing one also in a weird way, but social media fast is a good example. You will see people just delete their social media completely or delete the apps off their phone so they're not scrolling, so they're not comparing, so they're not doing whatever it is that social media tends to make them want to do. They delete it, and so they are not tempted to fall into that particular sin. Now, the second thing you could do for your spiritual glow up is to add something. So the first time you remove something and take that time frame that you were, let's say, scrolling on social media or watching a lot of movies, take that and add something else in. So for example, if you are in the habit of scrolling on your phone every morning for about, let's say, 20 minutes before you get out of bed, remove the phone, put it like on the other side of the room or maybe in another room completely, and instead still get up at the same time, but use that time to read your Bible and to pray. Or whatever it is, that's the thing that you are wanting to implement. I feel like a really easy one is reading your Bible and praying, but if you are somebody that's already in the habit of doing that, you might want to add something else in addition to praying and reading your Bible to, let's say, level up in your spiritual journey. Alright, so now that you've removed something, you've added something in its place, the third thing I want you to do is to join something. So if you're not a part of a church yet, join a church. If you are in a church but you're not in a small group or a discipleship group or whatever your church may call it, join a small group. If you're not serving, start serving somewhere. Do something, join something, so that way you're around other believers and you're around other people that can help build you up in the faith and help point you in the right direction in life. And not even just that, but when you are prioritizing meeting with other believers, you really do start to see, at least I know for a fact that I've experienced this, and I know a lot of other people have experienced a true glow up in the sense of their spiritual life. Because think about it, if all you're doing is eat, sleeping, and breathing the word and just God in a lot of different ways, whether that be through music, movies, whatever, you're bound to see a change in your own spiritual life. So I encourage you to join something, whether that be a church, a small group, start serving somewhere, or maybe start volunteering somewhere or something like that. You will 100% start to see a change in your spiritual life, I promise you. Alright, and along with that, now that you're around people consistently, the fourth thing I want you to do is to find accountability. Now that you are joined in a small group or a church or something like that, it should be a little bit easier to find somebody that you trust, that is a little bit maybe older or wiser than you, or just a little bit further along in their faith, that can mentor you and disciple you so that you can start to grow more in your faith. So getting in that small group or church or whatever is like the first step, but once you're in there, you really want to find someone and maybe even ask them directly, hey, I'm new to the faith, or hey, I want to grow in my faith. Even if you have been a Christian for a while, would you be able to disciple me and teach me some of the things that you know? And most people, I'm sure, would be really happy and excited to disciple you and teach you what they know. And like I said, you will benefit greatly from that. So get accountability, tell this person whatever the thing is that you're trying to eliminate from step 1 and the thing that you're wanting to start to add in from step 2. Accountability is a huge thing, not only in your spiritual glow up, but if you want to accomplish anything in life, whether that be achieve a fitness goal or read X amount of books, whatever it is, it's always better to have someone keeping you accountable and making sure that you're staying on track to help you accomplish those goals. Okay, so I have a little hack for you all in order to make this process go a little bit smoother, and I have some ideas from each category that you can choose in case you're not really sure what you want to eliminate or add in. All right, so the little hack that I have is basically to eat multiple times a day. Now, what does that mean? So just like a human eats, like your physical body needs food multiple times a day, you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and sometimes even some snacks. You want to feed your spiritual body. It's not a body, but you want to feed your spirit multiple times a day. So yes, you might be committed to reading your Bible more, but not only that, maybe listen to Christian podcasts as you drive to work, or maybe listen to some Christian worship music as you drive, or I think you get the point. But you wanna feed your spirit multiple times a day, so that way you're feeling full and your cup will overflow. I don't know if you've heard that phrase before, but when you're full, you start to overflow to the other people around you, and because you're feeling and experiencing God's love, you start to show it to other people around you. So eat multiple times a day. Okay, and finally, I'm gonna give you a few ideas in each category in case you're stumped on where to start. So if you want to eliminate something, you can start with eliminating social media, secular music, movies with nudity, violence, or any sort of like graphic content, corn that starts with a P, maybe food and do a physical fast, gossip, maybe toxic friends or people that just exude negativity, maybe overconsumption of the news, video games, drugs and or alcohol, sleeping around, maybe being better about holding your tongue and getting rid of rage. And there are lots more, but those are just a few of the things that came to mind right away. And honestly, the moment I said get rid of something, I'm sure something popped into your head, and that is a thing you know you should get rid of in this upcoming season. Hey, Editing Crystal here. I just wanted to say it's not that all of these things on this list are inherently bad. Yes, some of them are, like corn with a P, but some of them aren't necessarily bad on its own. For example, social media or video games. It's more so the amount of time that you're spending on it, and you're not allowing space and time for God to do something else in your heart. So I just want to make that clear. Not all of these things are bad. It's just the amount of time that you're spending on it. Okay, back to regular Crystal. All right, now for the fun stuff you can add in. First and foremost, if you are not reading your Bible and praying daily, that would be the thing that I am encouraging you to do, starting with that. Reading your Bible and praying daily. And if you are already doing that, these are ideas of things you can start to add in addition to praying and reading your Bible. Listening to more worship music, maybe watching sermons instead of regular TV, spending time with positive and upbuilding friends, physical activity like sports or working out, journaling, learning a new skill that could potentially help someone in the future, such as cooking. And I say cooking because you could potentially like provide a meal for someone. Or maybe sewing so you can help fix things for other people. Maybe learning a new instrument or writing songs that glorify God. Maybe poetry. Volunteering at your church outside of regular serving hours. So maybe if you have the ability or flexibility to come in during the week, they might need some help with a project around the church. Gardening. I've heard from a lot of people that garden that teaches them a lot about God. Maybe that's something that I need to try because I've killed just about every plant that I have, and so maybe I need to be better about being patient and tending to something more effectively. Okay, those are just a few ideas of things you can add in, but like I said, if you're not praying and reading your Bible daily already, definitely 100% start with that. So if you made it this far in the video and you're thinking that maybe this was a little too juvenile for you and there's nothing you can get out of it because you're so far advanced, then maybe the thing you can add in is some humility. Okay, but seriously, thank you so much for watching. I really do hope that you got something out of it, and that this next season, whether that be the new school year or Random Wednesday, whenever you happen to be watching this, I hope that you are able to glow up in your spiritual walk with Christ and therefore be able to show the love of God to all the people around you. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and share it with somebody you think will enjoy it. Also, be sure to follow me on social media at cdiellaslife on Instagram and TikTok. Earlier in the video, I mentioned that I'm on a bit of a social media fast. I'll just clear that up really quickly. Basically, I am not consuming social media. I'm really only getting on for like 2 seconds to post whatever it is that I'm posting, and then I'm getting right off. I've unfollowed every account that I've been following so that I won't be tempted to scroll and like waste time, etc. So still follow me over there. I am going to be posting, but I won't be consuming. So if you, for whatever reason, tag me in something, I probably won't see it until I'm done with this social media fast. So, but other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.